Right, welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking Amber Turd. Yes, that's right. Amber Turd could be facing jail time. And Mira is in doubt for Aquaman 2. I know, wow, sounds crazy, right? But it is true. Yes, she could be kicking herself to the can. Amber Turd. Now, this is funny, I guess, to some degree, because it also goes hotly on the heels of the Flash movie potentially getting cancelled, or highly likely getting cancelled, or Ezra Miller being recast. We don't know. Again, I'm not trying to indulge in cancel culture. I'm just trying to, cover the bloody news and tell you what's, the highly potential chance of these things occurring. But let's talk Amber Turd, right? So, Amber Turd, there's an ongoing issue, obviously, Amber Turd and Johnny Depp. Now, gotta say these things, otherwise videos get taken down. So, Johnny Depp and Amber Turd, right? Interestingly, look, obviously, let's read this report. This is over on Cosmic Book News. A lot of people don't like them, but hey, there's still some evidence here, with, and good stuff in this article. Over a year ago, I posted Amber Turd was in doubt for Aquaman 2. Fairly obvious. Anyone could have seen that. Obviously, high-profile things happening. People do jump to cancel culture. They, as I covered in a video recently just on The Flash, is that they're difficult to market at this point in time. How do you market these individuals that have committed issues, basically PR blunders? It's difficult to market, isn't it? You could be relatively attractive all day long, but, when you're unmarketable, no one's going to want to hire you, right? It doesn't matter how good you look, how big your lips and tits are. It doesn't matter, right? No one cares. At that point, you're bad for business, and movies are a business. So, now it's learned that the actress may actually be facing jail time. Now, the interesting thing is, when we're talking about jail time for actors, how bad is their jail time going to be? Probably not that bad. They'll probably be segregated, living it up a little bit more than other people. And they may even, although they face jail time, they don't go to jail, they don't go to prison. They're under like a form of house arrest or things like this. That's by and large probably what's going to happen here. Now, the interesting thing is obviously because she could be facing this over her ongoing legal battle with Johnny Depp. Now, the latest in the feud sees Amber Heard potentially facing up to 3 years in jail for falsifying evidence. Now, that's really bad. And obviously, I said, she may not, but falsifying evidence could lead her to actually get in the can. Now, that was falsifying evidence to obtain a temporary restraining order against Johnny Depp. Awful. What you doing, love? That's atrocious. You ruined this man's life. Now, Johnny Depp is suing Turd for defamation over allegations of domestic abuse to the tune of 50 million, with Johnny Depp claiming Turd is the abuser. Now, we've heard this. There's been lots of things ongoing about this. I did some videos on some tapes and stuff. They've all been demonetized now. Thank you, YouTube. And the reason demonetization sucks because it not only obviously don't earn anything for your time, but it's not just that, you lose out on the pushing that YouTube does with the algorithm. So that's why you kind of change names and stuff like that if people are a bit weirded out by why I'm calling them, Johnny Depp and Amber Turd. Now that is claimed, and he's suing her for 50 million, which is about right. He's missed out on so much money due to the allegations made against him. Disney's dropped him like a fly, like a sack of shit. He's gone, basically. He's gone from public life. He's not allowed to be in anything, really. There was even, I believe, lobbying to Warner Brothers to get him removed from Fantastic Beasts, or he was at the time. Something like that. I can't really remember. But it's absolutely decimated his career. This is a man that was everywhere at one point, and now he is nowhere. Like a paper bag blown down in the wind. Now, Depp claims that Turd is the abuser, and it's now claimed that Amber Turd may have faked her injuries at the hands of Johnny Depp to obtain a restraining order. Pretty bad stuff, to be fair. You've got to be a special type of vindictive bitch to do that. Like, you really do. That's, if you've done it, you've got to be a special type of Hobag Joe. Now, if Turd did indeed fake her injuries to obtain the restraining order, that would be falsifying evidence, which could land the Mirror actress in jail for up to 3 years. Pretty insane. Obviously, if found guilty of falsifying evidence, and if Amber Turd gets any jail time, that would mean her days as Mirror are likely numbered, and she won't be able to appear physically in Aquaman 2. And even if she's not in jail for 3 years, she may be told, no, you can't work, you're not allowed out to do these things. There's always that possibility, even if she doesn't go there. Now, we can also add that if Amber Turd isn't found guilty of falsifying evidence, but if Johnny Depp wins the lawsuit, Turd is likely out as Mirror. Apparently. Now, let's take a look at why this is. Okay. Nice little Inception thing there. Now, if Amber Turd and Johnny Depp legal battle is ongoing, so regarding Amber Turd allegedly faking her injuries, it's reported that she obtained the temporary restraining order against Johnny Depp when she filed for divorce in 2016. It's claimed that Turd may have used makeup to paint on bruises that she claimed were from Stepp. Now, actor James Franco is involved as Depp's legal team wanted to subpoena Franco because he was spotted with Turd in surveillance footage. Now, there's so much irony about it, well, hypocrisy about this. Let's be honest, right? James Franco was absolutely slam dunked by Scarlett Johansson in one of the women's marches, basically saying, I want my pin back. And then we had, Amber Turd going up and spouting all that absolute drivel that she did. Isn't it quite funny how these women are like, no, we must stick together, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, no, my friend. Help me out, friend. When I'm falsifying evidence. It's so bad. Anyway, Franco saw Turd's face in the days and nights before and after the actress went to court with alleged bruises for the temporary restraining order on May 27th. In a separate incident, though, Turd also said that Turd said that Stepp gave her 2 black eyes, but Turd's hairstylist says that she never saw any injuries. So basically, it's kind of a case of like, what's going on, love? And yes, there's always the case that Turd may have put makeup over the bruises. I'm not trying to say it's one-sided, but we're basically covering this video on the premise that she is talking shit. But I still play a bit of devil's advocate in there as well. So throughout the days of December 16th, 2015, I could see clearly that Turd did not have any visible marks, bruises, cuts, or injuries to her face or any other part of her body, said Samantha McMillan. Now, the suit and the battle are ongoing. A judge also ruled that Stepp is allowed to proceed with his defamation suit against Turd over Turd penning an op-ed for the Washington Post, which didn't name Stepp in the article. I mean, look, it was about Stepp, right? I mean, there's no two ways about it. You've got to be really careful when you do these things. It is the same with YouTubers. When YouTubers cover stuff, you've got to be really careful what you say. Because people can just go, fuck it, defamation, mate. Sorting you right out. Now, Aquaman 2 is thought to be filming in early 2021. That may change, FYI, ladies and gents, because of obviously coronavirus that's going around. So if Turd is out as Mirror, there seems to be a lot of time to change things. There's also been a resurgence of a petition for Game of Thrones actress, I cannot remember her name off the top of my head, Emilia Clarke, that's the one, to replace her, which is an interesting pick. Some people have said we want, what's the name, redhead that was in Jumanji. Mine's completely gone blank off the top of my head, but a lot of people have been saying get her involved. I quite like Emilia Clarke as Mirror, and we all know she'd look banging in that tight suit as well, so bring it on. I'll be all game for that. Now, look, what could happen about this? The offshot us is that basically Warner Brothers are in tight doo-doo right now. They need to get their ducks in a row. They've got 2 actors completely out of control, or at least in the public eye, they're completely out of control. So it'll be very interesting to see how this progresses. But, Warner Brothers, Time Warner, HBO, things like this, they're a powerhouse. They are a powerhouse like Disney, so it'll be interesting to see how they handle this and how they do things moving forwards. And it'll also shape the landscape. It really will. I also do think that Warner Brothers likely won't make any decisions until they've had Wonder Woman 2 released, because a lot of these movies are predicated on that universe continuing, and that may not continue if it does bad, or people don't want to see that moving forwards and they want to progress with like the Joker universe. Do you know what I mean? All these other things. There's a lot going on here, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know. Do you agree with Turd or Stepp Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Stay up to date on the world of pop culture movie news by hitting the bell notification icon. Thank you so much. Take care.